You live at the edge of everything. Your home is a small observation post, a tiny bubble of light and air. It floats in the deep, unending dark. Outside your window is the void. It is not empty. You know this. Others see only blackness and distant stars. They call it space. You see a sea of secrets. Your window is the only view that matters. It looks out on a canvas of quiet. The star-born dust drifts in slow currents. Distant galaxies are smudges of paint. You press your hand to the cold glass. You feel a strange hum. It is a vibration just for you. The adults are always busy. They watch their screens. They read their data. They talk about orbits and radiation. They have forgotten how to listen. You have not. You close your eyes. You listen past the station's gentle hum. You listen past the silence. The void calls to you. It is a quiet invitation, a whisper without sound. It promises stories buried in the dark. It promises songs no one has sung. You are a child of this deep dark, and you are ready to listen to its dreams. You decide to reach out, not with your hands, but with your mind. You sit before your window. The star fields are a familiar sight. You quiet your breathing. You quiet your thoughts. You become an antenna for the unknown. At first, there is only silence, a profound and heavy quiet, the kind that presses in on you. It feels like the weight of worlds. You almost give up. Perhaps the whispers were just your imagination, a lonely kid talking to the dark. But then, you feel it. It is a faint echo, a ripple in the mental silence. It feels like a half-forgotten song. The melody is just out of reach. It is sad and beautiful all at once. It tastes of starlight and time. You focus on it. You pull at the thread. The echo grows stronger. It is not one voice, but millions. A chorus of thoughts and feelings. They are memories left behind, the ghosts of emotions. They are the dreams of sons that have died, and the hopes of people you will never know. The void is not empty. It is full of ghosts. The whispers are no longer faint. They are a constant companion. They flow through your mind like a river. You learn their currents. You learn their language of feeling. You realize you can do more than listen. You can answer back. You can give them shape. You start small. You focus on a single whisper, a feeling of flight, of soaring through warm air. You hold that feeling in your mind. You nurture it. You pour your own energy into it. A flicker of light appears in your room. It dances near the ceiling. A tiny ball of soft, golden light. It pulses with a gentle warmth. You push more of the dream into it. The light stretches. It sprouts wings. It forms a head and a tiny beak. A bird of pure light now circles your room. It is a phantom woven from a forgotten dream. You laugh with delight. The light bird lands on your shoulder. It feels solid and warm. You have made it real. You look back at the void. The sea of whispers waits. You wonder what other dreams you can pull from the dark, what other phantoms you can weave into light. Something ancient is watching you. It is not human. It does not live on a station or a planet. It lives within the dream currents. Your little bird of light was a beacon. It was a signal fire in the dreaming dark, and it has attracted a guardian. One day, as you reach for a new dream, you feel it, a presence vast and powerful. It is not angry. It is immensely old. It feels like a mountain or a slow, deep ocean. A voice speaks in your mind. It does not use words. It uses pure understanding. Child, the sea you swim in is deeper than you know. You feel a sense of awe, not fear. This being is a guardian of the echoes. a keeper of the static between stars. It shows you visions. It shows you wonders and horrors. It shows you other dreamers who lost their way, minds shattered by dreams too large to hold. The echoes are memory, the Guardian explains. But not all memories are kind. Some have teeth. Be careful what you weave. You understand. This power is not a toy. The void has its own predators. And you have just announced your presence to them all. A new story begins to spread across the networks. It is not a story of discovery. It is a story of absence. A star system in the outer sectors has gone dark. Its sun, its planets, its colonies, all silent. The first reports are dismissed as equipment failure, a sensor ghost. Then another system goes dark, and another. There are no explosions, no distress calls, no debris. There is only a spreading patch of perfect, unnatural blackness. A void within the void. Experts give it a name. The hush. It consumes everything. Light, sound, energy, life. Ships sent to investigate simply vanish. Their last transmissions are not screams. They are just silence. An abrupt end. The hush moves slowly, inexorably. It is a tide of nothingness washing over the galaxy. You feel it in the dream currents. It is a spreading cold, a deadening of the whispers. Where the hush passes, the echoes die. The memories are erased. The ghosts are consumed. This is not just a physical threat. It is a spiritual one. It is the end of all stories. The Guardian in the static returns to you. Its presence feels strained, worried. This is the quiet that consumes stars, it tells you. It is the enemy of all song, the end of every dream. And it is coming. You ask the ancient Guardian for help. You need to understand your power better. You need to know where the dreams come from. The Guardian is hesitant. It fears the knowledge is too much for you. But the threat of the hush is greater. It agrees to show you the source. It pulls your mind away from your body, away from the station. You fly through the dream currents. You move faster than light. You see the backs of stars. You see the birth of new worlds in clouds of gas. The Guardian takes you to the very center of the galaxy's psychic field. You arrive at a vast, shimmering ocean of light. It is a sea of souls. Every being that has ever lived, every thought, every feeling is here. It is the collective memory of the universe, a library of everything that has ever been. This is the source of the whispers. This is where the echoes are born. You are not creating things from nothing. You are borrowing them. You are pulling on the memories of artists and engineers. You are touching the courage of forgotten soldiers, the love of ancient parents. Your gift is not creation. It is remembrance. And in this sea of lost souls, you feel the strength of everyone who came before. Your secret is out. A child who can pull things from thin air is not easy to hide, especially when you start practicing. A phantom tree in the mess hall was a bit much. A glowing spectral wolf trotting down the corridor? That got people talking. Soon, the leaders of humanity arrive at your station. They are generals and admirals. Their faces are stern. Their uniforms are crisp. They do not see a child. They see a strategic asset. They sit with you in a sterile room. They show you recordings of the hush. They show you entire worlds being erased. We need a new kind of weapon, a general tells you. His voice is gravel. We believe you are that weapon. They do not ask you. They inform you. They want you to turn your dreams into swords. They want you to pull warships from memory. They want you to fight a war against silence itself. You look at your hands. They are small. They are the hands of a child. How can they hold the fate of everyone? You are scared. But then you feel the sea of lost souls. You feel the countless lives threatened by the hush. Your fear does not vanish, but something else grows alongside it. Resolve. They take you to a hidden military base, a place of gray walls and harsh lights. This is your new school. Your lessons are not in math or history. They are in the art of war. You are taught strategy and tactics. You study the blueprints of legendary warships. Your training is difficult. At first, you can only manage small things. A shield of shimmering light. A single ghostly fighter craft. It takes immense concentration. The generals are impatient. But your guardian, the keeper of echoes, is with you. It guides you. It teaches you to draw not just on memory, but on the emotion behind it. To summon a shield, you must feel the desperate need to protect. To forge a weapon, you must understand the courage of those who wielded it. You begin to pull legends from the void. The ghost of the starship Indomitable appears in orbit. It is a vessel lost a century ago in a famous battle. Its crew is long dead. But their bravery remains in the sea of souls. You give it form. Shields of pure, defiant hope shimmer around it. You are ready. You just hope you are ready enough. You are sleeping when the alarms begin to blare. A piercing shriek that cuts through the station's quiet. Red lights flash in your small room. You run to the window. The stars are gone. Not some of them, all of them. The familiar star-born patterns have vanished, replaced by a flat, featureless black. A deep, unnatural quiet settles over everything. The hum of the station's life support seems loud. The shouting of people in the corridor feels distant. The silence has arrived. It is at your door. It has found your home. You can feel it in the dream currents. It is a void that swallows whispers, a drain pulling at the sea of lost souls. Outside your window, the nothingness begins to creep closer. It is not moving like a ship. It is simply expanding, an edge of non-existence. It is coming to swallow your world whole. You are rushed to the bridge of the sector's flagship, the Vigilance. The crew is frantic. Screens show nothing but static. Sensors are blind. They are flying completely blind. All eyes turn to you, a child in the admiral's chair. Some look at you with hope, others with pity. You close your eyes. You shut out the alarms and the fear. You reach into the sea of lost souls. You are not gentle this time. You are a storm. You pull with all your might. You call upon every hero, every defender, every soul that ever refused to bow. Outside the Vigilance, the void erupts with light. A fleet of ghost ships appears, hundreds of them, from every era of human history. They are silent and shimmering. You manifest lances of pure energy, swords of solidified courage. You unleash a symphony of defiance against the quiet. The wave of dreams, your dreams, crashes against the edge of the hush. The silence recoils. For the first time, the enemy has been stopped. For the first time, the nothingness has been forced back. The crew of the Vigilance stares in stunned silence. The battle has just begun. The hush is not a mindless force. It is intelligent, and it is learning. As you fight, you feel it probing your mind. A cold, surgical touch. It is looking for the source of your power. It is looking for your weaknesses. And it finds them. The battle shifts. The enemy stops its frontal assault. It begins to use your own mind against you. A ghost ship flickers. Its form twists. It becomes a nightmarish version of a childhood monster. The heroes you summoned warp into figures of terror. Your dreams are being turned into weapons. Worse, it pulls nightmares directly from you. You see the face of your mother. Her eyes are empty voids. Her phantom form reaches for you from the darkness. You see your friends from the station. They scream silently as their dream forms are consumed by the quiet. The hush is not just fighting your fleet. It is fighting you. You falter. The symphony of dreams becomes a cacophony of fear. The ghost fleet shudders. The shields of light begin to fail. You cannot win this way. Every dream you manifest is another weapon the enemy can turn against you. You are arming your own executioner. You realize with chilling certainty you have to face this thing alone. You open your eyes on the bridge of the vigilance. The crew sees the battle turning. They see the hope draining from your face. I have to go, you say. The admiral protests. It is too dangerous. But you know it is the only way. Fighting this enemy with force is like trying to punch the ocean. You sit in the center of the bridge. Protect my body, you tell them. Then you close your eyes and let go. You sever the connection to your physical self. Your consciousness plunges into the dreaming dark. You dive headfirst into the enemy, into the hush itself. There is no light here, no sound, no feeling. It is an abyss of pure non-existence. The sea of lost souls is a distant shore. You are utterly, completely alone. You feel your own sense of self begin to fray. Your memories start to unravel. This is its true weapon. Not fear, but the erasure of identity. You focus on a single point of light in your mind. A single memory. The touch of your mother's hand. It becomes your anchor in the endless dark. You travel deeper into the quiet. You are looking for the heart of it all, the source of this soul-crushing silence. And then you find it. It is not a monster. It is not a machine. It is a consciousness, impossibly ancient, impossibly vast, and impossibly lonely. It existed before the first star ignited. It remembers a time of perfect, peaceful stillness. To this being, the universe of life is a brief, painful noise. Creation, existence, emotion. It is all just a chaotic scream that interrupted its perfect silence. It does not hate life. It pities it. The hush is not an act of malice. It is an act of mercy. The being believes it is ending pain. It is quieting the frantic, short lives of mortals. It is returning everything to the serene nothingness from which it came. It wants to quiet the agony of existence. It wants to go back to being alone. You feel its immense sadness, a loneliness that spans billions of years. How do you fight that? How do you attack an enemy that believes it is a savior? You realize you cannot. Anger is useless here. Force is meaningless. So you do not fight. You do not argue. You surrender. You drop all your mental shields. You open your mind completely. You invite the ancient being in. You do not show it humanity's wars or our triumphs. You do not show it our grand starships or our shining cities. You show it the dream called humanity. All the small, seemingly insignificant moments. You show it a father teaching his daughter to ride a bicycle. The wobble, the fall, the triumphant laugh. You share the memory of a scientist's gasp, the moment a theory clicks into place, the joy of pure understanding. You share the taste of the first rainfall after a long drought. You share the feeling of a shared blanket on a cold night, the sound of a lullaby sung to a sleeping child, the quiet courage of a doctor tending to the sick. You show it 1,000 billion acts of kindness, of love, of defiant, brilliant, noisy hope. You show it that our pain is real, but it is what makes our joy worth having. The being of pure solitude is overwhelmed. It has only ever known itself. It has never felt connection. It has never known shared warmth. Your flood of memories, of feelings, is not a weapon. It is a gift of inclusion. You are showing it that it is not alone. Not anymore. The cold pressure in your mind recedes. The crushing silence begins to change. It does not break, it transforms. The absolute quiet is filled with a soft, gentle hum, a resonance. The potential for a song not yet sung. The being has learned a new way. It will not erase dreams. It will listen to them. You feel a gentle push. You're sent back through the void, back to the vigilance. You open your eyes. The red alert lights are off. The crew is staring at the main view screen. The perfect blackness of the hush is gone. The stars have returned. They seem brighter than before. The war is over. The silence has not been defeated. It has been changed. You have taught the universe's oldest being how to dream. The void is no longer a place of empty quiet. It now sings a new song, a song of hope. You are tired. You are just a child. But you are also a bridge, a connection between the silent dark and the brilliant noise of life.